During the last year, what we've seen is that the market has continually shifted to becoming more risk averse, very fiscally responsible with the operation of their aircraft, as well as seeking to preserve asset value and increase the liquidity of their asset as well. Towards that end, what we've been doing with corporate care is to ensure that we enable the risk transfer for maintenance, and then we also have enabled a much more fiscally responsible operation because people are able to accurately and precisely predict their maintenance cost needs. The business aircraft is an important tool in the global economy. It enables people to get more business done faster. And I think it is a global driver, so I'm hoping to see a continued improvement over time here, because I do believe that the business aviation asset is critical for a company that performs and is an international player as well as a domestic player.
Rockwell Collins is very excited at the show this year to introduce our first foray into the enhanced vision system market with the introduction of our EVS 3000. This enhanced vision system is going to bring unprecedented functionality to the marketplace while also dramatically decreasing the weight and increasing the reliability of the products that are currently in the market today. So this is opening up the mid-size jet and lower to capability that prior to this was not available to them. We expect to see increased attention to this capability and interest in these functionalities as we introduce them into the market, and we look forward to naming some additional customers here over the next 6 to 12 months. We're very excited about our partnership with Embraer. Embraer is targeting right now an introduction of this system, our head-up guidance system with our compact HUD combined with our enhanced vision system in March of 2015. So we'll be well into flight testing through 2014 and very much are looking forward to the introduction to the market in March of 2015.
To maintain and develop our market share, we continue to offer a product that is specifically aimed at the business aviation traveler. So we're an airport that doesn't compete with commercial aviation. We don't have flying clubs. We don't have any of the distractions that maybe some other airports that offer business aviation services do have. We only are dedicated to business aviation. And it's all about speed of access and exit for our customers, from when they arrive at the airport to them getting airborne, and vice versa, from then landing to being able to get on with their journey either by car or by helicopter. We really provide that speed of service. We are the FBO operator, we are the fuel supplier, we are the MRO, the maintenance facility. We're able to control the quality of our service very tightly, whereas others may not be able to do that so well at their airports. We believe we can do that at Farnborough, and it's all about service. It's about the service to the business aviation dedicated customer.
Now, one of the other big manufacturers of business aircraft is Embraer, the Brazilian manufacturer, and they have just announced a new version of their top-of-the-range aircraft, the new Lineage 1000E. It has more range because they've managed to take some weight out of the aircraft, and it also has a new interior. And we believe it will be very successful in the marketplace.
Well, the most significant developments we've had in the last 12 months, of course, began with the first flight of the Legacy 500. That was a critical phase for us in the program. We now have 3 Legacy 500s flying in the prototype phase. They've accumulated around 850 hours. And we're tracking now for entry into service in the first half of 2014. We've also introduced the Lineage 1000E, E for efficiency, E for extended range, E for entertainment. And an example of that, serial number 24, is on the ramp here at the static display in Las Vegas. So a lot of hard work, good products that the customers have told us they want, is what we attribute the market share gain. As long as we can see continued confidence in the US market, which represents about 49–50% of all worldwide deliveries, I think we'll see a rebounding of the industry in general.
In terms of innovation, it's our global setup. It's having people working in the individual regions, speaking the same language, having the same nationality, having the same culture. And I think this is one of the big contributors. And another big contributor is that we are always doing leading edge technology. That means we are always stepping into products, new aircraft types, new engine types at a very early stage.
The next 12 months, I believe, are going to be a very profitable, a very successful We see a lot of movement in the marketplace on the narrow bodies. We see a lot of movement in the Gulfstream world. It's the time where owners are either moving up an aircraft, so which means a lot of the other business people are buying some of the other aircraft. So what we're seeing right now is a huge movement of new opportunities for us. So I think we're looking forward to this next 12 months.
It's the corporations and the private owners who are flying less and stuff during the downturn in the economy. So they weren't upgrading their interiors where most of your margins are made. So they were flying less, so there's less maintenance, and there's the same amount of facilities out there trying to provide that service. But that's all changing now, and it's picking up traction, and people are now buying those parked airplanes, and they're selling and doing pre-buys. New owners are upgrading, and so it is coming back. Unfortunately, right now, though, we are seeing a dip in the more expensive airplanes, like I mentioned, the single-aisle aircraft, and those seem to be slowing down just a little bit. Amazingly, the wide-body aircraft are huge right now, and there's more demand than there is capacity, and so that's why we've said, okay, let's supplement our existing line and let's go after the big airplanes. It's time. We spent years developing our core and our team and our processes, and now's the time.
I think that the buzz in the industry has been continued slow growth. I think that there's moderating growth in many of the BRIC countries, though not all. But I think that there's a positive feel about how the industry overall is trending, not without its question marks, not without its challenges, but still there's a positive feel. I mean, by any objective measurement, used aircraft inventories remain high, used aircraft on the market, that is. New deliveries are well below the pre-crisis peak. Flight activity is well below the pre-crisis peak as well. So there's a lot of room in the industry for growth just to get us back to where we were pre-crisis. As an industry, and really as a company, what we're looking at is the trend as opposed to the absolute levels. I mean, the absolute levels of activity are still well below the pre-crisis levels.
Really, there's two things that we've heard that really will have an impact on JSSI. One is there are a number of new deliveries coming down the pike, which we're quite excited about. As you know, JSSI provides the broadest coverage of hourly cost maintenance programs to the business aviation marketplace. So when the new make and model comes out and hits the market, we're there to provide coverage. So we're very encouraged to hear about the new models coming out. Somewhat discouraging is the sort of consistent news that new deliveries is not very encouraging, what we're hearing. However, what we do is we continue to go about our business. We're going into new and emerging markets around the world and very much focused on bringing hourly cost maintenance programs to every business jet owner. The news on new deliveries is not very encouraging. However, that's been the case for the last several years. So as with JSSI, we're going to continue to go about our business, providing strong, positive service to our clientele, and continue to focus on moving into new markets, new regions around the world, providing the best hourly cost maintenance plans available.
What Avfuel is focused on is to have great clarity, ramp side, counter side, marketing, and sales. By doing so, it's really giving what the FBOs need in order to provide the best service and the best solutions of the flight department community. And so we're taking each of those areas and expanding them and offering new programs in each one of them. And that really helps us stay ahead, and that's why FBOs are seeking Avfuel. Really, aviation is an answer to a lot of things. It's not just flying, it's how business gets done, it's how cultural things are exchanges, it's cargo, it's governments exchanging ideas. You really have to get face to face and toe to toe with people.